The news was absolutely chilling.
Terrifying story out of South Carolina. More bodies on the property of an alleged serial killer.
A woman named Kayla Brown, chained up in a storage container, miraculously rescued. Her boyfriend, Charlie Carver, found murdered. And that was just the tip of the iceberg.
Yesterday they found one grave. Today they expect to find the other one.
Just days later, 2 more bodies would be unearthed on the same farm, and the man police say is responsible would confess to a quadruple murder that sat unsolved for more than a decade.
Now has confessed to at least 4 murders.
Yes, a suspected serial killer has been hiding in plain sight in small-town Spartanburg County, South Carolina.
I'm telling you, it's kind of scary now.
His name, Todd Colehep, a local real estate agent. His neighbors unaware the man who'd been selling them homes had also, according to police, been holding dead bodies of other locals in escrow on his own private burial ground. The suspect making a court appearance Friday.
It hits close to home, I guess.
I thought that, hey, if I made him mad, would I be the next victim?
New details today reveal the clues were there all along, especially to Colehep's own mother, who's reportedly described her son to have very disturbing behavior since the time he was very young.
Yes, ma'am. If you could just open the... Miss, if you could... But as a mother...
Put that down.
Can you just tell us?
Put that down.
Such is the emotional tinderbox Spartanburg County has become since Colehep's dramatic capture.
There's a police officer coming now, and he's going to take you off the street.
It all started when Kayla, 30, and Charlie, 32, mysteriously went missing 2 months ago.
I was hoping that her and her boyfriend took off to the Bahamas and were just disappeared for a little while.
Kayla's employer at a local tavern and Charlie's longtime family friend suffered through the agonizing mystery.
We were still hoping out for the best, that they would find him as alive.
And friends and family members of Kayla and Charlie, just days after they went missing, circulated dozens of flyers in their apartment complex here.
And there was short-lived hope when weeks into the search, new postings popped up on Charlie's Facebook page. But Charlie wasn't the one posting them. They would turn out to be taunts from Charlie's self-confessed killer. The big break coming when Sheriff Chuck Wright traced Kayla's cell phone to a storage container seen here on thedailymail.com, a remote 100-acre property owned by Colehep.
We can hear this girl inside of the container screaming for help.
The sheriff finds Kayla chained up inside like a dog.
They're seeing stuff that you know, people ought not to see.
Kayla had gone to visit Colehep looking for a cleaning job in one of his properties, only to watch in horror as she says a crazed Colehep shot Charlie dead before chaining her up and keeping her captive in that storage container for more than 2 months.
Boys, we got something pretty large here.
But they wouldn't know just how big until after arresting Colehep at his home.
There were police officers everywhere. The cars were being towed away. There was news media waiting for me to come home, wanting to talk to me.
Ron Owen, Colehep's next-door neighbor, was shocked to learn what he'd done.
Just to think that what could have happened here is very scary.
It would get even more scary as cops uncovered this. Eerie product reviews he'd written on Amazon. One for a folding shovel reading, "Keep in car for when you have to hide the bodies and you left the full-size shovel at home." Another one, a review for a knife, where he writes, "Haven't stabbed anyone yet? Yet? But I am keeping the dream alive, and when I do, it will be with a quality tool like this." But the clues had been there. As a teen, he'd been committed to psychiatric hospitals for violent behavior. And at just 15 years old, Colehep was sentenced to 15 years in prison after being charged with rape and kidnapping. This neighbor told police Colehep even boasted of killing people.
He said when he was living in Arizona, if somebody made him mad, said he'd shoot him, put him in a barrel, and let him rot. It didn't matter to him.
Amazingly, Colehep was just as candid with Sheriff Wright, actually confessing to shooting Charlie dead and taking Kayla prisoner.
It would have just took us a long time to find it had he not been cooperative.
Then Kohlhepp led Sheriff Wright to the grave where he buried Charlie's body, leaving Charlie's family devastated.
It's after being told what was done to him, you don't know how to live with yourself no more.
Kayla's friends were weeping when they heard what happened to her.
Will she make it through this?
Well, I knew she would be strong coming through it. She always has been in everything she's been through.
But Kayla and Charlie weren't Kohlhepp's only victims. Authorities also found Johnny Coxey, 29, and his 25-year-old wife, Megan, buried on his property. And next, Kohlhepp makes another astounding confession, claiming responsibility for the notorious massacre of 4 people at a Spartanburg bike shop 13 years ago. And what his mother just revealed about a possible motive behind what police call his mass murder spree.